Well, there was a woman who he worked with on Mad TV called Catherine Tigerman. There's a bit of I'm kind of conflating the idea of how they were friends, because one version is her father helped Bryan Callen get some work, and another is they were best friends, or maybe whatever, they met through her father and became best friends or something. Long story short,
what the fuck?
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, what were you going to say?
No, just go ahead. I'll add my sense on it at the end of it. Go ahead.
Well, there's an the article that first came out was it's rough. Like it's not. Give
me the fucking Cole's notes here. Speed it up, sir.
Basically, he tried to put the moves on her earlier throughout the day. She didn't really say no at that point, and then once they got to the bedroom, he said, let's get this over with and like have sex. And she said, according to her, she kept saying no, and he didn't listen, and he proceeded while she was saying no, is the long and the short of it, which is, there's no two ways about it. It's terrible. And that is, yeah.
Just put him down the river.
Yeah. I mean, it's terrible.
What was the, so you're saying best friends?
Yeah.
Hadn't slept together. I'm not women, if you're listening to this, I'm not trying to take Callen's side. I'm really not. Like, and did he continue to go through with the whole act? Like,
they had sex, yes.
He's been charged. Am I right on this?
No. This was 20 years ago. So
has he been arrested?
I haven't heard anything about an arrest or charges. It was just she wanted to speak her mind about it.
Is she suing him?
I have not heard anything about any legal.
So she just came out and was like, hey, listen.
This is what happened. I'm not going to get anything out of it, which gives a lot of credibility to her. I don't even know if she's Catherine Tigerman. I don't know if she's even a celebrity anymore. Is she in things these days? I don't even know.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
So there's not a whole lot of benefit to her. So
no. Now that you say it, though, like she was on Mad TV. Is that what I'm thinking it is?
Yes.
The fuck was her name? Continue talking.
Catherine Tigerman. What I will say is, look, none of us are going to know what happened. I don't know. You don't know. Bryan Callen has come out and said, this didn't happen. This is all bullshit. This is a lie. I have never done anything like this. Is not categorically 100%. This didn't happen is his stance. He's come out and he said, people have given me advice on what I'm supposed to say, what I'm not supposed to say, to stay quiet, whatever. I didn't do this. I don't care what everybody else's the advice people are giving me. I didn't do this. What?
Yeah, I just Googled him. He's done.
He's done. How's he done?
4 people who just walked away from his podcast this morning. He walked away from his podcast this morning and walked away from his show this morning. They got 4 now.
So that's okay. So in his sorry, you're saying 4 people walked away from his podcast?
No. 4 people accused him. This morning he walked away from his podcast and he walked away from his show.
Well, that's actually old news. When he released that video that you posted, he said in it that he's going to stay away from his podcast for a little while. He has since said that in the next podcast, he's going to come back and he's going to tell his version of what happened in it.
Dude, okay. She has to go all the way with this one. She has to. Okay. She has to go to the police. She has to. She has to go to the police, because what's going to happen is that if Callen finds a number that his podcast takes a drop, and all of a sudden now he's fucked, he's coming after her. Because if he believes himself that much and he's arrogant, I'm not going to say he's innocent or not. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking 4 people, 1 person, you probably go, yeah, she's a bit crazy. I misread the situation. It was a misunderstanding.
Okay. The thing is, and I these things are getting updated all the time. The story that I first read, the 4 other sort of stories, one was like he had an affair on his wife with me and stuff like that, like stuff where it's like, I mean, it doesn't sound good, but it's not like a it's not like a rape, you know, like it's stuff where like he had an affair on his wife. Like I slept with this guy. We had an affair. I didn't know he was married. And when I found out, I realized he was a piece of shit. Stuff like that, you know?
Here's the thing is that we got to always believe a female. Always.
Okay. No, I'm not saying I don't believe her. What I am saying is the article definitely piled on. That doesn't mean he's innocent, but there was a lot of like digging to find what they like. An affair has nothing to do with this.
And I'm looking at Bryan Callen and I go, buddy, you know what? I liked you some of the shit. I'm done listening to your podcast.
Yeah.
If you're on Rogan, I'm done with Rogan.
Yeah. Oh, of course. If Rogan brings him back and there's any
until you are proven innocent, you cannot. Oh, I don't care how long ago it was. And that's the fucking reason why in this fucking world of day and age we have now.
This comment I'm going to put up. Okay, it is hard to prove, but you can't.
Listen, 20 fucking years ago, I can remember the stuff we did.
Yeah.
Like the stuff you and I did together 20 years ago, we make it. It's called a fucking memory. Now, you know what you're going to remember is you're going to remember if fucking when a girl slaps you in the face or kicks you in the dick or does whatever the fuck they're going to do. I'm telling you right now, we stand behind these women. But what's going to happen is, and I'm hoping she tells the truth. Now, is there girls out there that lie to make money? Yes. She's not suing him. If he's that ready to go, he better fucking sue her for defamation of character. Sure. Because this is going to cost him a fucking fortune. This will end his career. Now, people are saying it's Rogan's inner circle. Listen, you need to understand something. It's not Rogan's inner circle. It's a group of fucking douchebags doing this shit. You can say it's Rogan's circle. Rogan, as far as I'm concerned, has a pretty clean record, but it's fucking douchebags.
Well, there is a conspiratorial side to this, is that since Rogan has sold his podcast and is making all that money, people want to go after him. But since Rogan is so squeaky clean, they're going after people around him to try to take him down that way, which I don't know, like maybe, but that doesn't mean that this isn't true. You know what I mean? If whatever, that encourages people to dig into someone and it finds the truth about Bryan Callen.
Yeah, but to a point, right? But okay, that's great. He's an asshole. Let's get rid of him. You're right. Sure. Absolutely correct.